Hey everyone, and welcome to this video where I will be going over my currency making strategy for the Settlers of the Atlas League. Recently we had the Black Morrigan added, as well as there are many other very valuable beasts right now. So let's go over our investment. So I have got Bestiary scarabs, and I have 4 maps, 2 Elder maps with the Guardians, and then just 2 normal tier 16 maps. So on the sheet, I just put our total investment cost. These are the scarabs that we're using. So Beast Series scarabs, 1 chaos each, so we have 10 of them. Beast Series scarabs of the herd that add 5 red beasts to the map, 3 chaos each, and 10 of them, so 30 chaos. Then 5 chaos each for Beast Scarab of duplication, which basically means every red beast we are going to catch are going to be duplicated, so we're going to get 2 of them. So it's 5 chaos each and 10 of those. Then we just have the 2 Guardian maps from the Elder. The reason I do this is I run the Maven's Destructive Play, and then I've just got 2 other tier 16 maps, about 5 chaos each and 10 chaos each for the Elder maps. The reason that I only have 4 maps in there for starters is because I'm going to use the maps that we drop to add on to our 10 maps that I'm going to run for this experiment. So quickly over the Atlas skill tree, the main thing I have here is some Einar investment. The biggest one you want is big game with that chance to be replaced by red beasts. And then we want this one, natural selection, less common varieties, and then Farul because Black Morrigan is part of the Farul family. Then rest of this tree is just some scarab chants. I have map sustain, I have some shrines. This section we can respec later into whatever we want to do. If we want to add strong boxes or more shrines, you could do that. And then I have Maven's Destructive Play and the chance to drop the Conqueror, Shaper, Elder, and synthesized maps. So that's our Atlas tree we're going with. So let's just go through a map sum so you should have an idea of what my character is like and what you will need if you want to do something similar. I have about or just over 1,000,000 DPS right now. You will need something like that if you want to do this reliably. Otherwise, it might take you a long time to get through this. The other thing that is nice with all the beasts and the ghosts and all that that we are running is we drop a lot of gold, and in this league gold is very big to keep our town up and running and to max it up. So yeah, we're just gonna keep running through these, and then at the end of this we will show you all of the currency we have gained excluding the gold, because I'm not gonna total up the gold for this. So I'll see you on the other side. Here we go. Our first one. I was starting to worry a little bit because we have done a bunch of maps and this is our first one already. Our first one only. So yeah, glad I got to show you that at least. Alright, so just looking through the bestiary and collecting our valuable beasts here. We obviously have the 2 Black Morrigans, only unfortunately encountered one of the Black Morrigans. We also have this Plagued Arachnid that is for splitting an item. I see the Fenwell Hybrid Arachnid is only 3 chaos, so I'm not gonna bargain on being able to sell those easily. The 6-socket one, I guess, is very useful for if you're playing on SSF and stuff, but I'm not going to go into too much of the smaller ones here. So you can obviously still sell these. A lot of them sell for 5 chaos, 10 chaos, and so on, but I'm not going to calculate on all of the smaller crafts. And then obviously a lot of these you can do yourself, and then, I mean, for the belt, you can always get a mage blood, I guess. So um, I'm not going to calculate all of them. The main ones that we are going to be looking at here is the Black Morrigan. We're going to go with 2.2 divines. So put them in our stat tab here. So 2 Black Morrigans. And then these arachnids are gonna go for 10 chaos each. And then the rest I'm gonna leave. Obviously we can min-max this a little bit more, but this is already gonna be a little bit complicated. Um, to calculate, I will do that and get back to you on the Excel sheet. Some things I just would like to mention is I dropped an enhanced support, which is kind of like a rare-ish drop. So that's about, let's say, 20 chaos right there. I dropped this very interesting ring. I just wanted to show it to you guys. It was from the mist that you get. Um, I mean, it may be worthless, but I just thought it was cool. So, very interesting ring. Then we have a soul tether, which is also worthless, but always cool for me to find one. And then we found one awakened cold penetration support. And then we have these fragments and all of the rest. I will calculate on the Excel sheet. I will skip some of them. Some like these I won't really add. I'll just focus on the bigger cost items and then we can check our gains. But I will say that I have done about 30 of these similar maps of this 10 that I've run today, and I have sold 8 Black Morgans already. So just being able to get these two, I feel like is maybe let's say a 10% chance to get one if you do 10 maps. Uh, the other thing the other thing worth noting is that I have not gotten a single one of these big game procs. 15% chance on a map is pretty high, and to get 0 is kind of unlucky, so that will also increase your chances if you get that proc. And here we go. So I have skipped out a lot. I basically only looked at the tier 17 maps, the Black Morrigans, the Arachnid, the fragments we got from fighting the bosses, and then the Chaos and Scarabs. So the way I did the Scarabs is some of the Scarabs here are worth a lot more, like 15 for that one. That one is 2.5. That one's 21. Like that's 2. So I just took a underestimate of 3 chaos each. So it will be way more than that if you actually try and sell them. But it's also a pain to sell them. So 3 chaos each. Then I just added up the totals and it gave us a total of 867 chaos just from the loot and the beasts. As you can see, the Black Morrigan was the majority of our chaos gain from that guy. There's also some other very rare beasts you can get that can also pad this, but you basically get down to about 5 divines on just this um, oversimplified profit. There's also other things I did not count, like um, these twisted memories are 15 chaos each. I didn't count the value of the maps. I didn't count these maps either, which I probably should, but I didn't want to overcomplicate things too much here and just want to make it like abundantly clear you can make a lot of money like this. And yeah, that is my strategy for doing something slightly different for forming currency. Obviously, I have left out a lot of our gains, and I would say just to oversimplify, this is guaranteed profitable even if you don't get the Black Morrigan because you can make your money back that you invested basically just off the drops you get from fighting the bosses and Maven invitations, which I have not even done. I still have this guy right here, which will give you a lot of loot too. And you can also get lucky with some nice awakened gem drops, like multi-strike. I know is also always very expensive. And yeah, to me, I find this pretty fun. It's a little bit different than just farming Legion or farming strong boxes and all the normal tier 17 farms. So I hope you guys found this helpful. If you did, please consider to leave me a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.